Familia de Lucha Libre Online, ¿cómo están? Yo soy Jorge Cervera. Estoy muy emocionado porque estoy aquí, en mi opinión, el mejor luchador técnico del mundo, the best technician wrestler in the world, Zack Sabre Jr. here at Lucha Libre Online.
Hola, señor.
A pleasure. Hola, señor. Qué gusto. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Gracias.
How are you here in Vegas?
Oh, I mean, I'm surviving.
Yeah.
Las Vegas hasn't defeated me
I know.
just yet. But yeah, it's good to be in the Palms.
Yeah, you get the win over here, and I want to talk about, because a lot of people in Mexico and Latin America gonna see this interview. Okay. How do you feel to have the opportunity to be at the CMLL, and for a lot of people there in Mexico, was the match of the year, you versus Hechicero. So how do you feel about that match and sharing the ring with the Mexican luchadors?
You know, I'd wrestled in Mexico 3 times before, but you know, there's different. You know, it's a different animal with CMLL. So that just, you know, wrestling styles have, you know, vary in the world. You know, I started my career, you know, with the British style. You know, I spent most of my adult life in Japan, but there's something special, not only about Lucha Libre, but especially with the system of CMLL. Yeah. The fact that you can run, you know, Arena Mexico 3 times a week, and then have Coliseo the next day. Yeah, it was a great experience. I would love to be able to spend weeks, if not months, over in CMLL. And you know, a lot of my career has been sort of attached officially and unofficially with Bryan Danielson. But, you know, my rival and maybe soulmate in a wrestling ring, Hechicero. So we were talking in the ring after the match that we, you know, we owe each other at least one more. Yeah. And as much as I want to get back to Mexico, I think our next singles match has to be in Japan. Yeah, we've done England, America, Mexico. So yeah, for me, we need to do it in Japan next.
Yeah, that will be perfect. And I have the opportunity to be at the Rep Pro anniversary in London. And you said before you get the IWGP Championship, it's coming home. Yeah. And you make it. So what does it mean to you to have the opportunity to have the biggest goal in the company of New Japan and as the IWGP World Champion?
Well, it's surreal. Yeah, I got to go back to England for Rev Pro's anniversary the week after win the G1. And then Royal Quest was a week after win the IWGP belt. But now I've not been to England since Royal Quest in October, and unfortunately I lost the IWGP World Heavyweight belt, so I think I'm going to have to win it back before I can show my face in England again. But we've got Forbidden Door coming up in England, you know, in England in August. So I plan on being IWGP World Heavyweight Champion before then. And also, you know, I'd like to be able to bring that championship to Arena Mexico as well. So I think you know, my home is New Japan, but you know, the companies that we're closest to, Rev Pro, CMLL, AEW, you know, they're all, you know, there's 4 countries where I think I can have a lot of fun. Yeah. But yeah, Hechicero and me have got
that's
a lot
right.
more matches left in us.
It is. And then, final question, how was it to be at the Wembley Stadium? All in. How was it to be part of that gauntlet match?
I've never even been there. You know, obviously, you know, it's iconic for music, but you know, it's the home of football in England. I've never been there for a gig or a football game or anything. So, you know, something very surreal about the first ever time you're in a building, wrestling at Wembley Stadium. But I just got to be, you know, let myself be a little bit of a fan. Oasis playing Nigel out, that reaction for him. You know, watching Bryan win the belt with a crowd like that, it was a great experience. And then, you know, hopefully one day my goal that New Japan can run their own solo event on something of that scale. But we've got a lot of work to do yet. Yeah. But I'm going to get the belt back first.
That's right. So, Zack, thank you so much for the time to make this interview. Can you recommend me some albums, some songs, so that people can listen?
Yeah, I don't know how big Idols are. Idols, Brutalism, that's one of my favourite albums in the last 10 years. Also, the new Deaf Heaven. Okay. I can't remember the name of it, just came out a few weeks ago. What else have we listened to? Actually, Sofia Cortezes. I think she's Peruvian. She's an electronic producer. Like, her record that came out a couple of years ago is amazing. Yeah. Usually, if you ask me before a match about music, I could reel off 100 albums, but people were trying to smash my head into the wrestling mat. But yeah, I'll always recommend Idols. And then actually one of my closest friends, Cremation Lily. You can find him on Spotify and Bandcamp. But he's got some new music coming out. But Cremation Lily in England Underwater is one of the best British albums of the last 20 years. It's very experimental, but it's some real beautiful moments in it. So yeah, that's a shout out for my best mate.
So thank you for the recommendation, Zack, and for the time for the interview. Y vean Lucha Libre Online. Yo soy Jorge Cervera y acabo de cumplir algo increíble de las pocas entrevistas de Zack Sabre Jr. para Lucha Libre Online. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Gracias.